Good evening. I am going to be in Dubai in the last week of February. My team wants to do an event between 24th and 25th of February. There are going to be two events, one on the 24th and one on 25th. Those desirous of attend the event, not only from Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, but from the rest of Emirates, can contact my team at the phone number given below. The WhatsApp number is also given below. There's an email ID and there's a Google form. You can use any of these methods to connect us, and my team would be glad to help you. See you in Dubai.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I want to talk about Cosmo First. Many of you have been asking me about Cosmo First, if it's a company which is there, is it in my radar? Okay, first of all, Cosmo First is a small cap. So whatever you keep in your metrics which we usually use, you should remember that, because the metrics we usually talk about when we're looking at a stock or a company, those are meant for large caps. When we generally stay only in the large caps, we don't venture out into small caps, because small caps, it's like the wild, wild west. It's hard to predict what is going to happen. As a value investor, we're not traders, so we're not looking at it short term. So we only look at it in long term. Is it a company which I'd want to hold for 5 years, minimum 10 years, 15 years? Will I be holding on to this? So if you look at it in that way, they've been there for some time. They started in 1981, and they've been doing different kinds of flexible films, lamination films, and packaging, a whole bunch of things, all related to plastics. And the biggest competitor for them, I would say, is Supreme Industries. Supreme Industries is trading at 47.2 PE ratio, while they're trading at a PE ratio of 13.4. So this is the main reason why you guys are finding this attractive. I can understand that. But if you see, the market cap of the Supreme Industries is 50,000 crores, while these guys are hardly 1.5 thousand crores. So keep this in mind. And the price is also attractive because it's under pressure right now. But there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind when it comes to looking at a small cap. One of the metrics we look at is known as debt, and this company has a lot of debt. But you must realize, for a small company like this to grow, it needs funding. And the only way a company like this can grow is by borrowing. So, yes, we don't want debt. We want debt-free companies. But debt is like oxygen, right? Too much of the oxygen is bad. It can kill you. But you need the right mix of oxygen in the atmosphere for you to thrive. So that is the key thing about debt when it comes to a small cap company. That's the analogy I want you to think of. So taking that into consideration, I would not worry about the debt too much, because it's a growing company and they're competing with the likes of Supreme. But where the problem mainly lies is they will face stiff competition right now in the market, because the market is like that. It's a bet you're taking when you buy this company. They're purely taking it as a bet to say, okay, I believe in this industry and I think it has a bright future, and I plan to buy it and hold on to it for, let's say, the next 10 years. So let's say you've entered this company 10 years ago, you would have entered it around 30, 40 rupees. And today you'll be sitting at 10 times. It'll be like a multi-bagger for you. Of course, if you see the price movement, it peaked at a high of probably in 2022, it peaked at 1,300. And from there, it's corrected all the way down to this. So good analogy of what this company is and how the cycles for this runs. And the main raw material for any plastic company is petrochemicals, which is oil. So as crude oil prices move, it affects them. And what is happening geopolitically also affects them, like what's happening in the Red Sea, containers and of raw materials, packaging materials not moving back and forth freely. That also affects them quite a bit. So this is something to keep in mind. Would I invest 578 rupees into Cosmo First today? I wouldn't consider it right now, because there are better opportunities for me to put my money into. Even the dividend yield is only 0.88%. And the book value, yes, it's very close to its book value. But people who are interested in looking at it in long term can look at this. But do keep in mind, because all small caps have a trade-off. Yes, the returns can be great. Growth can be stellar over a 10-year period of time. Most of them also get wiped out in 10 years' time. This company is fortunate that it's been there already for almost 40 odd years. So chances of it growing are there. But do keep in mind, the guy who started it is still running it, and he's counting up on age. So we have to see who's next in line, who's going to be there for the next 20 odd years running this company. So who are the line in succession? Who are the guys who are going to be running it? It's very critical if you're going to put some money in this company and wait for the next 20 years. Because the guy who started it is given the returns for the investors who betted on him in 1980s, 1990s. He's given them the returns. But from here on, the next generation is going to take over, and what they plan to do is a big question mark. So you can see this in a lot of companies, especially in India, because India is still a country where most companies, though they're publicly traded, are run like family industries. The owners are within the family and goes on from generation to generation. And because of this problem, it is a plus and a minus. Because when it's a plus, it's within the same family, they're being groomed into running it. The minus is if the next generation doesn't want to take over this business, the business is cut into pieces and sold off, or it's just allowed to collapse altogether. They just want to sell it out and move out. So as an investor, you're left holding the basket. So that is something to keep in mind. Yes, Cosmo First is a good buy in terms of PE ratio, but it's a small, very, very small cap. Keep that in mind if you're thinking about it. I hope you found this video informative and interesting when you're talking about Cosmo First, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.